Hi, guys, and welcome back to the Love Connection with me, Taj B, your international matchmaker and relationship consultant. So, you know why you're here. You know what our topic is. We're here to talk about inner peace, finding your inner peace, and how that ish will work out in your relationship. Thanks again for joining us. Thanks again to each and every one of our fans. Thanks, guys, for following us, liking our stuff, subscribing, all that good shit. And if you're watching us on YouTube, then I'm going to need you to hit that subscribe button and ding that bell so you know whenever the Love Connection is on, live, and popping. All right, guys. So also, if you haven't subscribed yet, I have a treat for all you next week. So you better subscribe because next week, Friday, on the Love Connection, I know I'm already telling you guys about next week Friday. I didn't even start this Friday yet. But anyhow, next week, Friday, we have an all-male panel. Yes, a bunch of guys are going to be right here answering all of your questions. So you guys send your questions in, what you guys want to ask them, what you want to know, anything it is. Like, you know, what kind of women they're into, what's the reason they would leave their woman, you know, that sort of thing, why they would stay, blah, blah, blah. But whatever the question is, our guys are ready to answer every single one. So don't hold back, all right, guys? So hit that subscribe so you don't miss next Friday's treat. All right. So there is a perfect and a whole and complete place inside of each and every one of us. So inside of each of us, in our mind, in our heart, in our spirit, there is perfection. Yes, there is. It's a perfect place. It's calm. It's quiet. It's peaceful. You guys know what I mean? Like, it's like a little inner voice inside of you. And we get disconnected from that perfect place, from life, like bills, children, stress, problems. You know, the list is long. And because of these things and these problems surrounding us in our life, we get disconnected from the peace within us. So what our job is, as a result, we then seek happiness, joy, and even peace from external factors. So, like, you know, maybe we think, if we get that new job, then we'll be happy. Or if we lose some weight, then we'll feel better. Or, you know, like if that man answers back our text message, then for sure we are validated in this life. But it is not so, let me tell you, because the next thing is the source of our happiness stems from trying to connect to that perfect place. So we are unhappy, but then we're looking outside for the happiness. But we don't understand that we need to look within, because that perfect place lies within us. You guys following me here? You get what I'm saying? So let me break it down for you. We are born with perfection inside of us. We are already happy. We are already peaceful. There's already goodness in each and every single one of us. But the world is like kind of like an evil world, sort of, you know? And we keep getting pulled in different directions, here, there, everywhere. And we're not able to come to our inner peace. And then when we're all over the place, we're like, man, I need this, this, and that to be happy. But we're not looking inside. We're looking external. And that really is what causes our depression. That's what causes our unhappiness. Because we're seeking to fill our inner void with external factors, and it cannot work. Because what's wrong is inside of us. You guys like get me? So we can't fix what's inside with some candy from outside. Those are just bandage fixes. You guys ever notice that? You get the new car and you're still not happy. You move into the new house and it still doesn't bring the joy you expected to have. You have a new man and you still feel the way you felt when you were single. And you're like, what the hell is this? So then you start looking for more and more and more external things to add on top of it. And all you're really doing is making your depression worse. All you're really doing is deeper and deeper and deeper into materialism. And let me tell each and every one of you something. There is only one end to the race for materialism, and that is with your complete depression, sadness, and complete unhappiness. Because as human beings, we can never, ever, ever find fulfillment with material things, because we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And because of that, a car, toys, candy, a butt job, breast job, all these things cannot, will not ever bring us inner peace. Are you guys putting that in your notebook? Because that is the most important part of this thing that I am here talking about. We have to accept what we can't change, because we can't change it. What are we going to do? We can't change the weather. We can't change the way we look. We can't change certain things. So we're going to have to accept that. You understand what I'm saying? We can't change where we were born, We can't change what kind of passport we have. So we just have to be happy with the situation that we are in. It's just that you don't have to just lay down and be complacent and be like, I'm 600 pounds. You know, Taj said to just relax. No, I did not. Okay. Because that is something that you can work on. You understand? But the things that you cannot work on, leave them be, accept them. And this is the best way to get towards your inner peace. Your inner peace is your responsibility alone. You guys get that? Underline the alone part. Because it is your responsibility. So don't come and talk about, oh, you know, true, my mom won't watch my kids. That's why I can't get no peace. No, it's not your mom's business for you to have your inner peace. That's your business. You know what I mean? Yo, my man's so annoying. He's always going out. And that's why I can't have no peace in this house. No, it's because of your poor choice in the partner. That's how come you can't have no peace. It has nothing to do with the man. Your inner peace. It's like self-esteem. You know what I mean? Inner, it's inside. It's not called outer peace. There is such a thing as outer peace, and that is called our surroundings. But that's for a whole nother show. Today, we're just talking about you and the way that you feel and what your responsibility is in finding your peace. And I'm here to tell you it is fully on your shoulders, okay? We have to know ourselves to find peace. Sounds simple, but it's not. A lot of us are walking around here in this world and we have no idea who the hell we are. Like, we have no idea who we actually are. We just know the things we like. We know, like, what we want to watch. We know where we've been. We know where we were born. We know where we grew up. But we don't know who we are. We don't know what our tics are. We don't know what our triggers are. We don't genuinely know what brings us happiness. So, therefore, we can never find inner peace if we don't know who we are. Understood? So, take some time. Get to know the girl or the guy in the mirror. Get to know why you do the things that you do, not just that you do them. Get to know what in your background has made you into the woman that you are, who that girl even is, who that guy even is. Understood? And it's more than your favorite color and your favorite food. It's like, how do I feel when somebody is mean to me? What is my reaction to that? How do I feel when somebody does something nice and good for me? What is my reaction to that? These are the things you need to ask yourself to actually truly get to know who you are. What is my relationship with my God? What is my spirituality about? Those kind of things. Am I kind? Am I loving? Am I genuinely kind and loving? Because some of us are out here doing things for people, giving people stuff, being kind, but we ain't really kind. We don't really want to do that stuff. We don't really like those people. Then we talk about, why did we give them that? Why did we do that? We go around and gossip and all of those things. That's who you really are. Not the person who is giving the stuff and being so nice. You're not that girl. No. You're the girl who sits down later on and then is saying, oh, look how I gave her this and then she didn't give me nothing back in return. You're that girl. So you need to take some time to find out who that girl is. For a successful relationship, because, you know, guys, it is a love connection. So we always bringing it back to love. All right. Both parties need to find their inner peace. Get this, individually. So don't turn to your woman here and be like, okay, well, you know, Taj is talking about inner peace today. So, babes, let's go and do some meditation together to get that stuff going. Nah, it's not going to work out. That's not how it works. You need to both individually go and seek your own inner peace. And that is necessary for a healthy, successful relationship. Some arguments are just your internal clashes spilling over. So sometimes you're mad with your woman, like you're annoyed with her, you're vexed with her, whatever. You're cussing her, you're arguing, you're carrying on, a whole bag of things. And you're cussing because maybe the house is not clean, right? Like you came home, the place is dirty. You want to know what she's been doing all day. You're cussing. Now when you're living with your friends, you're talking about how your woman can't give you no peace, this, that, and that. But maybe it wasn't even really the house that pissed you off like that. Maybe it's your own internal conflict that you are suffering from that is now spilling over into your relationship. Sometimes we pick fights with our partners over small things, and what's really wrong is us. Sometimes you are your biggest enemy, and you need to accept that. Like, it's just that I am feeling, because it happens to me, yeah, because I'm a human being too, right, guys? Sometimes I'll be upset about one thing, and it's not really anything external. It's like an internal thing, like I'm feeling sad about something that happened. Maybe even I'm feeling out of peace because I'm mourning my son. Who knows? Like, there's different things. Then I might go and take it out on my husband, yeah, because I just And I don't realize I'm doing it until I catch myself in the act. Like, I'm just like, oh, come on, Taj. That's not really why you're upset. This has nothing to do with the fact that your man's working an extra shift. It has to do with the fact that you are not at peace inside of your own soul. So you need to be aware of when that is happening in your own life, guys, because sometimes we throw a good thing away because we have no inner peace. And then we just further prolong our depression, prolong our problems. You understand what I'm saying, guys? So if you're in a relationship, you are in a partnership, you need to both have your individual inner peace in order for this relationship to work out. And when you are angry with your partner and you want to fight them, argue with them, whatever, first take stock of why are you upset? What is the real reason that you're angry here today? Are you sad? Are you on the verge of tears? Why are these tears flowing from your eyes right now? Is it really because your man left the toilet seat up? Or is it because of something else? And then when you sit and you think and you, oh yeah, you know, there's no need for me to just go kick that door and start cussing right now. It's not that kind of day. It's not that kind of moment. This is all just about the fact that my jeans aren't fitting right now and I realize I should have done those 2 extra workouts and I didn't. You know what I'm saying, guys? And it just makes your whole life so much better, so much easier. You need to be grateful because gratitude, you guys writing this part down? Gratitude is the key to abundance, all right? It is when we are grateful, this is when we get more. So sometimes we feel like, nothing's not working out because I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have that. But you have this, that, and the other thing though. And if you were grateful about all the things you do have, the things that you do not have become much more minor. You understand what I'm saying? Because listen, there's a spiritual being guiding and governing this whole world. All of you who don't believe that, that is your problem, because I am only here to tell you life as I know it. And as I know it, there is a spiritual being here that is in charge of every single one of us, okay? And as a result, we need to be grateful, because when we are grateful, it is then the spiritual being that governs us gives us more. When we are ungrateful, why do you deserve more? You have a home, you have children, you have health, you have strength, you have a job, and you're still angry. What's your problem? What's your real problem? You understand? So gratitude, guys, is the key to abundance. Create a consistent, calming, happy practice for yourself. So you guys know, I wasn't going to let the summer go by without filming from my garden, live and direct from my garden. I want to shout out my homegirl, Donna. Yeah, for making me know that I could not let the summer go without coming here and splashing and dashing in front of y'all, in front of my green. So here's the thing. You need to create a consistent, calming, and happy practice for yourself. Like this is my consistent, calming, and happy practice for myself, right? Like I like to garden and that brings me peace. That makes me feel calm, makes me feel good, makes me feel happy. What's your thing? Maybe it's going to church. Maybe it's reading. Maybe it's working out. Maybe it's volunteering your time, whatever it may be, but it needs to be consistent and it needs to be something that is calming to you. So even if it's like monster truck driving, if that brings you a sense of calm in your life, do it. And do it consistently, my friend, because it is important that each and every single one of us has an activity, has something that grounds us to our A, spirituality, and B, to our calmness, and C, to the fact that we are not alone in this world. You understand what I'm saying, guys? Because sometimes you feel like, I'm floating and lost. But then I come in my garden and I'm like, hey, I'm not so lost anymore. You know what I mean? So maybe you feel like, oh gosh. But then you open the book, you're like, I'm lost in my reading. I don't feel that way anymore, okay? You can't control everything, guys. I can't, and I'm Taj, so much less you. You know what I mean? We can't control everything. And you need to accept that. Oh, you need to accept that because you can't control everything. You know what I'm trying to say? So you're trying to micromanage every part of your life, right? And that's fine because we want to be responsible people. However, you can't control everything. Some things are just out of your control and it's just going to happen. You're just going to have to accept it. And the sooner you accept that, the more at peace you would feel in your soul. You need to take responsibility for your actions, all right? Because you did them. You were the one who did them. And the deed is done. So now today, you need to accept that, you know what? I'm actually the person who did this. And this is the reason why I did this action. And now I'm suffering negative consequences because me, not because somebody else, me. I did it. And now my life is dashing away because I have dashed my own life, because my life is mine to dash or mine to pick up. You understand, guys? Because we already got it from our God. So it's up to you to decide what you're going to do with it. And what you do with it is your fault, is your responsibility and your job. Understood? I know y'all, you don't want to hear that, but I'm only here to tell you the truth, okay? So you need to find ways to be helpful and kind. Yeah, nobody should be sitting around and you have not been helpful or kind to anybody around you. Whether they be strangers, whether they be friends, whether they be family, no matter. But you need to find a way to be helpful and kind, because it brings you inner peace. It makes you feel better. When you give, then you get more. You understand? When you are kind, kindness comes to you. Kindness lightens our soul. It makes us brighten up from the inside. And then when that glow is shining so bright inside of us, it is clear on the outside. You understand, guys? So you looking about, what can I do to feel better? Go help somebody else. You feeling so bad about yourself? Go help somebody else. You feeling so down and out of luck? Go and look at somebody else who is in a worse position than you. And let's see how you feel after that, right? You need to get away from the need to always have something going on. You understand, guys? Everything isn't always going on. You're not always planning for a trip. You're not always going back to school. You're not always doing this. You're not always working on a promotion. Come off of the rat race, guys. Jump off of the wheel. You don't always need to have something going on. As me, when I'm done this show, I'm just going to go relax with my friends. That's it. I ain't got nothing going on because I don't need to have something going on. It's a weekend. So with you guys, you don't always need to have something going on. You could just relax with life. You have your job, or you have a source of income. You have a family. You have shelter. You for sure know that you could eat almost every day. Relax, man. Things will work out for you, okay? Be aware of and address your feelings. So you need to be aware of what these feelings are that you're having. Then you need to address them. Because sometimes we can't even pinpoint what we feel. We just know that we feel. Like, I feel a ways. What's a ways? I don't know. I just feel a ways. And the ways is making me depressed. But what is the problem? I don't know. Does that ever happen to you guys? Because it happens to a lot of my clientele. So I'm only here to speak from experience, guys, okay? So you need to get in touch with those feelings. Address them. Okay, I feel a ways. What is the ways? What's happening here? Is it my location? Is it my work? I don't know. But you need to get down to it. So you need to address those feelings, and then you need to assess them. Like, what's really going on? Be aware of them, okay? Know what your triggers are. I know what my triggers are. So you better know what your triggers are. And you may not know them right now, but you will start to think about it. Like, every time I see a couple, I just get depressed. Why? That's a trigger for you. Maybe because you're lonely. You know what I mean? Or every time I see a child, I just get angry. Why? Maybe because you want a child of your own. That could be a trigger for you too. You know what I mean? Every time I see young girls, I just get angry. Why? Maybe because you felt like you lost your young girl life or whatever, you know? So you need to know what your triggers are and then avoid them if you can. And if you can't avoid them, the thing is, what I find with when I addressed what my triggers actually were, like I sat and I thought about it, this is actually, whenever I see this thing, it actually upsets me. I don't avoid it. Now, when I see the thing, I kind of react differently because I know it's a trigger of mine. Does that make sense to you guys? So I have a trigger of dirt, okay? So when I see dirt now, I kind of could laugh it off because I know normally this would set me really upset. But I'm not going to allow the dirt to control me like this because it's just dirt. You know what I mean? And it's just a trigger of mine. And the trigger is not going to control my life. So the same thing for you guys. Know what your triggers are, address them, and assess them. You need to be honest with yourself and those around you. Stop all this lying that Ollie does be doing, because lies lead to great unhappiness and depression. If you're honest with yourself, this is who I really am, this is what I really do, this is what I really am worth, you know what I mean? You have less lies to cover. You understand? Then you have less instances of, oh my gosh, my friends are going to come over and then they're going to realize that I really live in an apartment and not that mansion that I said, oh, I'm so stressed. Oh, I'm going to kill myself. So that way my friends will never know. You see what I'm trying to say? It's your lies that have led to this unhappiness and depression. And then if you're honest with the people around you, you don't have to remember your lies. And then trying to remember your lies brings a lot of depression. Let me just tell all you. Because nobody's writing the lies down that they tell. I have never seen anybody write their lie down in my life. So therefore, you can't remember them. So now when you're in a situation, you're with your coworkers, you have to watch what you say, watch how you act because you had lied and said you're from England. So now you have to keep up this fake English accent. This is stressful and it will mash up your inner peace, guys. So be honest with yourself and those around you. Prioritize your peace over performance. This is going to be upset some of you, but honestly, in this life, we need to do this, okay? You need to prioritize your peace over performance. So, basically, okay, you want to go back to school, okay? For not really because you want to advance your career, but because you just want a next credential underneath your name, okay? So that's performance right there. But while you're in the school now, you really feel like it's time to drink that poison. You know, you feel like, boy, this is really stressful. Like, I'm too grown for this. I can't handle this. It's hurting my head. I can't think. You know, maybe I'm not smart enough. You're starting to feel a lot of doubt about yourself. Now you're really depressed. Now your whole inner peace is gone. You need to prioritize your peace over the performance of the school. Yeah, any kind of performance, guys. We put too much pressure on ourselves in this life. And the thing is, our creator didn't put that kind of pressure on us. The only thing he gave us was free will and to love and praise whoever we feel our spiritual creator is. Not that we should stressing that I need to accomplish this goal by this time and become this by this time. I need to get this amount of money in this order and do this by then, blah, blah, blah. Nah, this will not lead to you being peaceful and having inner peace. So you need to prioritize. I do that. I don't care what the performance is. Even if it is coming here before you guys, I'm telling you guys on Friday, nah, I'm going to prioritize my peace over that. Because I can't get back my peace from nowhere, but I can always come back here and film another show in front of all of you. You understand what I'm trying to say? You can't get back your peace, but you can always go back to school another time when you're in a better position to do so. You can't get back your peace, but if you live in a smaller house, instead of going and buy that big house just so you could show off, you could eventually maybe move up into a bigger surrounding. You understand what I'm trying to say, guys? We can't bring back our sanity. Once it's gone, it's gone. We could be walking around pretending that we're all right, but we're not. You understand what I'm trying to say? But all these material things, performances, advancements, all of that we can always come back to later. God's willing and God spare our lives. Which brings me back to, do you even know how long you have left in this world? Do you know how long you have until you die? Do you know how much years, how much months, how much weeks, how much hours even? And in some unfortunate cases, minutes you will be gone, right? Do you want to turn around and say, how did I live my life? Did I live it doing this, jump into this, that, this accomplishment, that accomplishment, that accomplishment? Or do you want to know that I lounged in my garden, I relaxed, I played with my children, I visited my family, I lived a rich and full life. I had inner peace. And the only way to do that, guys, is to prioritize your peace over the performance. And listen, your inner peace is very important for your relationship to work. Like how it benefits a relationship. If you are at peace, if your partner is doing minor thing, like clipping his toenail in the living room or something like that, that's not going to send you into a whole 10-hour cuss-off session and then threaten to leave him and all of that. Nah, because you are at peace within yourself. So you could just calmly say, honey, come on. I tried to tell you about this, move on. He doesn't need to be on the defensive. You don't need to be getting angry and wilding out. Everybody can sleep well tonight. You understand? So same for each party needs to come to their grounded center in order for a relationship to truly, truly work. And here's the thing, guys. Our inner peace, when we have found our inner peace, the greatest benefit of that, even bigger than our relationship, is the way that it affects the world around us. Yeah, because for there to be peace in this world, each individual in the world needs to find inner peace. If there should be peace in your community, in your environment, in your family, you need to be at peace. All right, guys? So we need to think about how does our inner peace affect the world around us. So that is my points and my notes on inner peace and finding your inner peace, guys. I hope you guys like that. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you guys have any comments to add, if I forgot any points on your inner peace that you guys want to put in, because I'm always taking from you guys. I always like to hear what you guys have to say. Then chime in on the comment section. Let me know what you think. Ooh, You guys like my outfit that I'm wearing? Got it from Messigo Boutique, of course. And if you want to look as fly as I be looking every single Friday, then you need to go check them out on all of their social media pages. That is Masego Boutique. And that's on Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. Instagram, all right? And you guys know the good, fine people at PRF events. They always have the best, latest in decoration, decor, everything. Actually, I even got a couple of my things for my garden. I'll point it out because I will do a garden episode. So that's why you guys need to subscribe, because do you guys want to know how I grew all these okras and all these nice plants? So tune in so that way you will know when I have the garden episode live and pop in. All right, guys? So that is it. Go to PRF events, go to Messigo Boutique. And remember, you need to subscribe because next week, and we're not only doing men, you guys know me, Taj, I like to be fair. So next week we're doing men, and the week after that we're going to have an all-female panel. So you men, you can send in your questions. Some guys have already started. So, you guys can send in yours so that way we can ask the ladies and they can answer for us. So that's all, guys. Now I'm going to be moving on. Okay, and it is time for the... Oh, hold on. These cue cards just be doing... Well, I was looking through my cue cards, but instead the bell is here, and the bell has caught me off guard. But that's okay, because you guys know my audience. Whenever you hear that bell, you know what time it is? Match of the week. And what is the match of the week? Well, every week I will be featuring a potential husband or a potential wife. For you, my audience, I mean, where else are you guys going to get a future husband or wife just by watching a show? Only on the Love Connection, of course. So here we go. Shall we start with men or shall we start with females? Men, it is your lucky day. You guys go and ask your barber for a free shave because it's lucky for you today. He might just do it. Ready, guys? So the male match of the week. Females, pick up your ears because he might just be your man. He is a 35-year-old tattoo artist / rocker. So he plays in a rock band and he does tattoos. He is from California and he is seeking an international lady. He don't care about your background. He don't care where you're from. He is a white guy who's looking for a foreign babe. He's tall. He's very slim. Yeah, I imagine, picture the rock guy in the slim tight pants on stage, half naked. This is this guy. He's eccentric, very eccentric. He's fun-loving. I would say, and I know you may not like this watching the show, but I have to tell my girls the truth. He has a little bit of a dark personality. So if you are not attracted to that or you don't have that yourself, this is not your guy, okay? You need to be somebody who can get down with that sort of darkness, all right? He seeks someone who would be down for his lifestyle, and he is not able to relocate, but he can come and spend X amount of time with you. You know what that means, girls? So if you live somewhere in Jamaica or Australia or wherever, he will come and spend like 2-3 months with you, but he can't move there permanently. So if you want to live in California and you want a rocker white guy to call your own, then holler at me. I will suss you out and see if you are a match for Mr. T. That is the name that you put in when you write to me about him, okay? Now it is time for the female match of the week. Men, listen up because she may just be your future bride. Ready? So she is a 28-year-old adult entertainer. Yep. And she wants a man who will see beyond her profession. She is biracial. She's black and she's white. She's short with a medium build. Like she's not a thick sister. She's not a slim girl either. She's just in the middle. She just wants to settle down while living the wild life. So she wants to live a little wild while still being settled down. So if you are a man out there, I know, because I know a lot of you men are like, what the hell is this, Taj? But I know a couple of you men are like, yeah, I want some of that in my life. Then I'm talking to you. So then you need to contact me so I can see if you are an ideal match for her. She is based in New York and she cannot relocate because of work. So if you want to live in New York, she's willing to sponsor you. So you want to come fly out, live in New York and start the rest of your life? Come holler at Taj. Ready, guys? So now it is time for the Dear Taj moment. And what is a Dear Taj moment? You send me in your love and relationship questions and I will try my best to answer them. If you want me to answer on air, then you type answer on air when you send in. Here we go. Dear Taj, my boyfriend really wants a threesome. He talks about it all the time and asks all the time. I keep saying no. He keeps asking. He even says all his friends are having them. So why not him? He's even asked me, what about my friends? I love him, but can't stand this. What do I do? Signed, don't want threesome. Okay, well, don't want threesome. Thank you so much for writing that letter. Really appreciate it. Sorry that your boyfriend is putting you through this trouble, but I would say my main advice to you is to go and ask him for one. Yeah. Go and tell your man that you want a threesome too with two men and that you want to see him carrying on and kissing and licking bum and all that stuff with the other man. And that's what you really want. And then see what his reaction is. And then if his reaction mirrors your reaction, deal done, right? If he's as upset as you are upset, then he should be able to see from your point of view why you don't want this. Because listen up, men. A lot of you guys seem to think that a woman being with another woman is just a joke, like eating chocolate or candy or jelly beans. It is not. Like, this is a sexual preference that you should have already. Like, your man cannot talk you into being a lesbian. This is nonsense. You understand? Your man can't talk you into being bisexual. Madness. If you are not into this on your own, do not allow another person to lead you down that path, because it is your path to take if you want to take it or not. Because listen, at the end of the day, nobody else answers for the things that you do other than you. So you're not going to get to say, oh, I did this, but it's because my man, nah, you did it for you. So don't be doing things that you don't really want to do just to please somebody else. And if that person truly loved you, then they would see how uncomfortable this makes you and they wouldn't push the subject. And what does he need the threesome for? What is so unhappy about you in the bedroom, right? So you need to really first go and ask him for a threesome. Then when all of that blows over, you need to sit down with him like at dinner, calmly or whatever, and then ask him, what's the real problem here, babes? Like, are you unsatisfied with me? Like, is it just a fantasy you've always had? You know, get on with it. But my advice to you is to not give in. Like, don't give in to something that you don't actually genuinely want to do. And also, don't do anything against your morals to please a man. That is the dumbest reason in the world to ever go against your morals. All right, guys? So I hope that helped. And if it didn't help, just write me again and we shall chat some more. Now it is time for the misconnection section. And what is a misconnection, guys? Well, if you saw somebody briefly, but you didn't get their contact information, and then when they were gone, you couldn't get them out of your head, you just felt like, nah, that was the love of my life that I missed, then write to me and I will try my best to find them. Like I always say, I already found one, so there's no reason why I can't find them all. So let's go. This one comes out of Djibouti. Hey, who knew that we had Djiboutian fans? Well, I guess we are an international show. So hello to all our fans out there in Djibouti, guys. Love each and every one of you. Mwah! So they say that they were at the BCIMR. I had no idea what that was, and they didn't elaborate. So I did some research, and it seems to be some sort of bank. And you were Western Union in. You get Walla. I says share. I'm not sure what Walla is. So if anybody from Djibouti is watching, let us know. So you get Walla. I says share. You not like. I was joking, but I like you. Making joke to say I like you, but go wrong. Watch this show on Facebook, then call me on WhatsApp. 11. Oh no, don't give us your number. Okay, so Mr. So he was in the Western Union. A girl was there and she got Walla. I'm going to assume maybe that means a lot of money, maybe. Because he then said to share. You didn't like that. That pissed you off. But he was just trying to, as a leeway to get to know you and talk to you. He gave me his number. So he wants to talk to you on Facebook or WhatsApp. No. He says to watch my show on Facebook. Oh, look at that. And then he wants to talk to you on WhatsApp. So this is a long shot, my friend. Okay, let me just tell you guys. Listen. When you send in the misconnections, guys, this is what I need. When did it happen? I need a description of the person because we don't even know what this girl looks like. Who is she? Mystery girl? You know, we need to know what the person looks like. We also need a description of you because perhaps the person is watching and they remember what you look like, okay? What else do we need? Location, actual location. All right, guys? So I'm going to try my best, friend from Djibouti, because you are our first Djiboutian letter, and that's really awesome. And we're going to try to find this girl who you pissed off so much in the Western Union by begging for money. I don't know. She didn't find that joke funny at all. So I'm trying my best, guys, and I'll be back to report whether I found the Western Union rich girl or not. All right, guys, so that was a misconnection. Now it is time for the lover shout-outs. And what is the lover shout-outs? Guys, listen. You want to let your lover know how special they are to them, then you write the show and I will shout them out live and direct each and every Friday just for you. Because, listen, the love is not real if you've never been shouted out on the Love Connection by me. So here we go. And listen, if you talk to me nice, then I will do an extra special shout out. Because typically every Friday we do 2 shout outs, 2 lover shout outs. But this Friday we're only doing 1 because it's super special. Ready, guys? This is from Charmaine Douglaston for Annette Biggins. Annette, you listening, Gil? Because it's real nice. My whole life changed when I met you. You have opened my life and shown me the world like I never knew it. I love everything about you. You've touched my pain and made me whole. Ooh. I love you now, yesterday, and forever. Wow, Annette. Hopefully you have a little extra special something to wear tonight for Mr. Sherman, because Sherman deserved that. So that's it, guys. That's the show. Thank you guys for watching. And that was it. We went over our inner peace. We went over how to find your inner peace, why it's important in your relationship, why you need it for your relationship to work. We went through our segments. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you for your patience. Remember to subscribe to our channel, because if you want to see our garden episode, it's the only way to see it. And remember, you need to be subscribed because you don't want to miss the all-male panel next week, because they come in to answer all of your questions. And if you have any questions, then you send them in. And where can you find me? You can find me on Twitter at LoveConnectTV. You can find us on Instagram at The Love Connection Show. You can find us here on Facebook at The Love Connection TV, right? And you know we are on YouTube. That's The Love Connection with Taj B, because there are many love connections, but there's only one Taj, and that is me. All right, guys, but before you go, as always, I need to leave you with Taj's thought of the day. Listen, a lot of us, like our ego tells us, when everything falls into place, then we will be at peace. But this is not true. You need to find your inner peace first, and then everything around you will fall into place. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. And as always, I'm going to leave you with one of my favorite songs. This one is Heart, Crazy on You. Yeah, because I'm a rocker too. And I love hearts. Oh, my gosh. Listen up, guys, because this is my track. DJ, run the tune. I also want to shout out Auntie Tasha in Jamaica. Thanks for watching, babes. Love you. If you think about it, I want to cry. Time to be yours.